Hey guys, I want you to stay tuned. I have a video coming up after this video of a cheating pastor. He literally got caught in a hotel with a sex worker and try to run out this time because he sees this woman 3 to 4 times out the week, pays her over 100 and something dollars. And I guess he figured I'm going in there to get me some for free today, and she exposed him to the highest captivity. And I want to do a video on that. And I wanted to do the more serious video with Jax because that's really what matters. You know, the well-being of a human being, whether you know him or not, is not the question. Is just showing compassion, the things that you saw over the years that happened to these people under your watch, and some of it was funny. Then it became a reality that wasn't funny because this was their reality. This was not a storyline. This was actually happening to them on social media for the satisfaction of one man. And it just was a sad situation that things had to end the way that it did. But what good came out of it is that Nature Boy is now put away. He cannot physically or mentally hurt anyone else, as long as he's in jail. Now, when he gets out, that's another situation. However, I had did a live stream on Jax yesterday. I noticed that he looked malnutrition, that his face looked like he lost weight. You know how when we lose weight in our face. And it looked like he was under the influence of some sort of, I don't think it was alcohol, but in my opinion, some sort of drug, maybe a psychedelic drug. He was talking really crazy. He was acting really racy. There was at some point in this live, he even started running like somebody was chasing him. And he was looking around like he was paranoid. Um, it has been said allegedly that he has been homeless. I don't know how long he's been homeless. I know when he left Carbonation, he was staying with his mother, but that could have been just something people were saying. He could have been homeless the whole time. However, I don't think that he's doing too good. He's not talking like he has any sense, and just kind of worried about him. I don't know if he was sent by Nature Boy to start doing these downloads, but I think that his mental capacity is not where it needs to be, and I don't think that he needs to be on social media trying to push the three, because at this point, if he hasn't already realized it himself, there's nothing that he can do to get Nature Boy out. Nature Boy has even built another case while being in prison to make his situation worse than it has ever been. And I don't think that Nature Boy is going to see the day of light anytime soon. And I think that he needs to let these people live, heal, and not end up like Loyal, where he did not make a judgment call to be around different people, do different things, and he ended up becoming unalive. Um, and he is not here to heal. He doesn't know what life is about and how life could be much greater, because of the simple fact that it was taken away from him so short-lived. But Jax needs to really get it together. Um, I wouldn't even try to get him on my platform. I think that he needs to get his mind together. Well, again, I would not invite him on to the show. I'm quite sure that he would come on because he would look at it as an opportunity, especially if somebody reached out to him to be able to push the three. I wouldn't do it because I want to see Jax in a healing state. I want to see him in a healing state like True, or like True is becoming into that man that he needs to be. And I don't think that Jax is there. I think that he's lost. I knew he was lost anytime he let a grown man put him in a corner. And this man, aka Nature Boy, recorded it. That's all that is embedded in my head right now. I really have a gut feeling. It's just my opinion, but the behaviors of Jax and what he's saying out of his mouth. And how he just popped up out the woodwork doing these downloads again. And we all know that there's a gag order with the women. I know for a fact, and this is my opinion. The facts that I am saying out of my own mouth are my own opinions. However, in my opinion, I feel in my guts that Nature Boy has reached out to him. And we all know every time Nature Boy comes in to crossing, reuniting or meeting someone, it's a disaster. Bad luck. Nothing comes good on this person. This is why Jax got locked up. This is why Jax is probably in the situation that he's in now, if that is any truth to the fact that he's homeless. And there's nothing wrong with being in that situation, because many of us are in that situation or were. It doesn't make him a bad person. It doesn't make him a person to talk about. But Jax needs to get Jax together, because Nature Boy is not homeless. He has an address. And that will be probably somewhere he'll be for a while. Jax needs to move on with it, because I feel as though soon as he inserted himself, whether he felt the urge in his heart to do it on his own or was told to, because the wives can't do it anymore, now we're hearing of homelessness and him being arrested for allegedly trespassing. Don't hold me on it. And as I make this video, I also had noticed he has 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪's Cash App up. So I'm not trying to say that they were enemies and now all of a sudden he came out the woodwork, but how would you have all this updated information of how to send money to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪? We know how many times 𝗪𝗪𝗪 has had to change his Cash App because it's been reported. But for him to have all this updated information on how to contact Nature Boy, how to send him money, and obviously that money is going to the wives, and the wives are sending the money through Canteen. We know that Nature Boy is using Jax as a vessel to contact and communicate with the wives and to spread the word, because he knows if somebody stops, even one person, he thinks Nature Boy that he's going to be forgotten about. And he needs to be forgotten about. Unless he comes out and shows that he's a rehabilitated man, which we know that's not going to happen. That shall pass too. I believe he would get out and he would act like he had some sense for a little while, fool us for a little while, and he will go back to his own ways, because he didn't get like that overnight, and he ain't going to change overnight. So I just wish the best for Jax. I hope he gets himself right. I will be following him going forward. I don't think that he's gonna let up. And allegedly they're saying Juju's still in jail, so you might have to also work overtime just to fill in the shift of Juju's preaching until Juju gets out. And I feel like he knows he's getting attention. He's not stupid. He sees the comments. He sees the videos. He knows where to look to see if he put up a live and somebody's talking about him. And it also might make him feel important, alongside of thinking he's doing a good deed for Nature Boy, which is dangerous, because he's not honestly doing a good deed for Nature Boy. He's causing more confusion for Nature Boy's situation and for himself, because he's obviously not putting himself first, and he's in a situation where, how did you get here? You're a healthy looking man, and you're able enough to work a job and not be like you are, and at least get a room, and he's not doing any of those things. This is what I believe, but pushing the 3.